Hi friends, how you doing? And welcome back to another video. I'm pretty sure by the whatever title I come up with, you already know what's going to happen or what I'm going to talk about. And let's get straight into it. The Oakland reveal, the release of this new city in Upland was unfortunately a disaster. It apparently it was similar to the Brooklyn burn. Now I wasn't fortunate enough to experience the Brooklyn burn. I joined after Brooklyn was released, and I'm also going to be doing a new beginner's guide after this video. After I had my dinner, I'm going to begin a new beginner's guide and update it with each city and as the economy grows as a whole. So that's an important thing to note. So if you have people coming in, joining the game, and you want to recommend my guides, I will keep them as relevant as possible. But speaking to the Oakland release, and I'll give you guys a quick rundown of what happened to me personally. So I got on the train and I was like, I'm going to big brain this. I'm going to already send my Explorer across to downtown. So that's what I did. I sent it across to downtown. However, it was on such a trajectory where I ended up in... Where is this? Is this Oak Center? I ended up in Oak Center, and that was my only mint for the hour that I was trying to mint stuff. And I went across, and I literally was cutting across downtown. I was like, okay, I'm here, I'm on time, and I think I was in range for a few properties, a few small properties, but they're in the rare collection, and I just want a rare collection. Like, I want to be like this dude over here with like loads of red chips. I don't think I'm ever going to be fortunate enough to get a ultra rare collection. I don't know. Too much competition, too expensive. But rare, I could probably do. There's probably like a really small property in downtown that I could get somewhere. But I cut across here, and there was a few small properties I was gonna grab. Then the unfortunate announcement, and you can see the disappointment just on my face go. And we spent an hour, and they've trying to figure out what's going on. I ended up in Oak Center, and I was just saying to my chat, guys, I've missed out on downtown. Like, it was meant to release at like 4 p.m. my time. It's now 5 p.m. What am I doing? I'm panicking. I'm angry. You know, it's all to be expected. Like, the user experience itself was not fantastical in any way, shape, or form. And because like the whole reason why this happened, although I got my mint, I was like, chat, should I say stuff it? Should I get the church, the Taylor Memorial United Methodist Church? I was like, yeah, whatever. It's in the collection, whatever, right? But the reason why Oakland had such difficulties and Upland had such difficulties, it's because it had 3 times the amount of the concurrent player base at once. So I think apparently this is the most amount of concurrent players that Upland has ever experienced. So from a technical point of view, I just don't think they were prepared. And I was able to join a Zoom call that the UCN members held, and I got to listen to the developer say, you know, like they know they messed up when it comes to this, and they are deeply sorry, and there is a bunch of miscommunication going on, and they do aim, and they're going to release this over the next coming days. Hopefully they work closely, god damn it, dude. They work closely with the UCN or the UNC members to put better and more clearer information out there. Coming from the guy that can't even speak a couple of sentences without stuttering or going off on a tangent or whatever, right? But yeah, let's start with miscommunication and like why all these bad problems like went into this pot and blew up. I didn't even know when the Oakland was happening. I thought it was 5 p.m, but then the clocks changed, so it was 4 p.m. I was just checking with everybody. There was like no announcement on the Discord saying, hey, this is happening this time. Even on their Medium post, it said this morning. I was like, oh, okay, they're leaving it mysterious. I thought this was like a hype building thing, and they were going to like build up to it and like release a time nearer the date or like a day before or something like that. But no, it was just like, there was nothing. And then it was like 10 minutes until we're there. I was like, oh, good thing I'm already here. Good thing I'm already going, and I've asked people so they understand and stuff. And apparently, it was said on a podcast before being mentioned in the official Discord. I think communication definitely, unless you're announcing something like like some cards, or I don't know. There's certain type of events that can be distributed like that, starting from somewhere, then leaking out into the Discord, then it's getting enough traction, then make an announcement. But I think for something like this, just tell everybody first. Like, don't go to a podcast and tell it there first. Let everyone know first, and then let content creators, I guess, I don't know if that was the plan or not, to make content around that. Okay. So yeah, the time was an issue. And we went over the technical issues, and what I could gather is that they were kind of worried that if people think Upland are money hungry, and I've never thought of this point before, right? And he described it in a way that if they were money hungry, they'd release more content faster. I know that sounds like counterintuitive, and he explained it in a way that made me go, oh, dude, that makes a lot of sense. So the reason why they released like one city at a time at the moment, as the game explodes in growth, there's more UPX in the economy, then more cities are going to open. And this is like, thank God this has happened so early on. I say so early on, and there's 5 cities already out, or 4 cities prior to this already out. But we're still in the growing pains of Upland, and we need to get through this together, I believe. And this is coming from someone that's like incredibly mad and salty. But I understand it. I've played Destiny, and I've played like all these games that have so many Outriders, these AAA games that have trouble. If the AAA titles can't get it right, then I don't expect Upland to be any better at dealing with this type of issue. It just sucks. It just sucks. It's a situational suckiness. But he explained it in a way that if Upland wanted more money, they'd release more content, and then people would get it up more. However, that dilutes the supply and demand chain. So they'd put more supply in, and demand would artificially go down. Now, I'm not an economics major or anything like that. I'm just saying how I interpret it, which makes sense to me. If there's more supply, if there's too much supply, then demand is going to drop, and then it's just going to stifle the economy. However, if demand is kept like everyone rushes to this city, gets what they can, and starts minting stuff, and then that opens up a nice strong secondary market. That's what they're doing by opening one at a time and stuff like that, right? Hopefully I've explained that clearly. That makes sense to me, right? So they're keeping the supply and demand strong, and keeping the economy strong. Okay, so that's all cool. And I could tell by the devs' reaction that they know that this wasn't okay, and everything is kind of like a shitstorm right now. And with so many people on, I think we should take the positives where we can and be like, look at the growth of Outland. Damn it, Upland! Look at the growth of Upland. 3 times the concurrent players normally on here. Record highs. Even look on D app radar, and you can see Upland grow month by month, day by day. I think we experienced a 2% growth today in Upland player base as a whole, which is really, really fucking cool. But yeah, man, like we've got some work to do, ain't we? I say we, like I'm not part of the official team, like I'm a broadcaster, but yeah, I just wanted to like rant a little bit and put some information out there, and to tell me what you think. They're in the next week they're going to be releasing Wave 2 and all of the collections. So and by the way, they mentioned they're going to be doing stress tests, so they're going to like release like a blue collection, then maybe a purple collection, then they're going to go boom to stress test it. I think that's like a really, really smart idea. So they're already learning. They're listening to all the feedback. I had G tell me what was being said in general. By the way, he was telling me it was hilarious, but you know, it's kind of to be expected, isn't it? Growing Pains, Upland, and Uplanders. Yeah, and tell me your experiences. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear. I'd love to know. And it's going to get better. Okay. I love you guys. I just wanted to have a little bit of a rant to explain everything. I feel so much better, and I'm going to be ready, even more so when the next collections and next wave come out next week sometime. Maybe they'll change it up. Maybe I don't think they should do all the collections. Maybe they should do like half of a wave too, then have like a third wave. You know, split it up a little bit more. I don't know how. And like, I just wanted to go over real quick the damage to the economy this has caused as well. And when I say damage, I mean in like whales minting everything in their path type of thing. I mean, that was going to happen regardless, but I feel like more experienced players, which comes with more money, more UPX, more resources, more liquidity. And if they've got more collections, if they are holding on to more properties, then that makes the secondary market smaller and less. See if that makes sense, because if one person owns so much, then a lot of people owning lots of little things, then there's going to be less trading, isn't there? Unless the one person trickles down, then the secondary market isn't going to be as strong, because the markup available is going to be less as each trade goes on, if that makes sense. I don't know. Again, I'm not an economic dude. I can't explain stuff great anyway, but you guys love the videos and I appreciate you for that. But yeah. That's it. Love your faces, guys. I'll catch you in the next Uplands video, and I'm going to get started on another guide right now. So see you later.